Facebook ads. If you're watching this video, you want to learn a little bit more about them. Well, guess what, guys? I'm gonna make a very bold claim. I'm gonna take you from beginner to expert in one video. Facebook ads, beginner to expert, one video. Don't you dare go anywhere. Let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy burning money? I'm not talking about burning money in the way where you go out and have an extravagant day and you take your wife out and you say, get whatever you want, babe. I'm talking about burning money, wasting money. I'm talking about lighting money on fire and watching it go away and never come back. Well, here's the deal, guys. Facebook ads are the quickest way to burn money if you don't know what you're talking about. So while this will not be our shortest video, I promise you that this will be our most comprehensive Facebook ads tutorial that has ever been put on the internet. I'm telling you guys, look at this sheet over here, okay? I created a complete checklist for you guys. We're gonna go through this. Look at all this, guys. This is what you're gonna learn today about Facebook ads. We're gonna go from beginner to expert in one video, but I need you to settle in and get ready to learn, okay? And if you guys want this checklist, and you're probably gonna want it by the end of this video, I promise you, all you gotta do is comment the title of this video below, which is Facebook ads beginner to expert in one video. Comment that below and we will send you off this complete checklist. Honestly, guys, if you don't know me, my name is Kale. Welcome to the channel. My partner Taylor is over here doing some editing, but I'm gonna take you guys on this journey. And if you're wondering why should I invest this much time in a video, why should I give you my attention, guys, we've actually done this, okay? So we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on Facebook ads. As you can see right here, this is just one of our ad accounts. We have multiple. There's $27,000 of spend right there. There's 2 million people reached. We're doing 7 figures in one of our businesses, 7 figures in the second business as well, and we're hoping to do 8 in both next year. So we're like actually doing this stuff. We're not just making it up. And I just wanted to give myself a little bit of authority to show you guys that, look at this, there's 227 campaigns right here. This is just, again, one of the things that I've been testing. 227 different times I've tested this stuff out for you guys. So wanted to show you guys that I know what I'm doing, but let's jump right into it. We are literally gonna go A to Z through Facebook ads. I hope you guys are ready for this. So let me start here on the checklist. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you're preparing a Facebook ad, when you're getting ready for a Facebook ad, is to prepare for your campaign. And a lot of people teach this wrong. They'll teach you how to set up the ad, how to get going with the ad. But what I'm gonna teach you how to do first is to prepare Facebook to track everything, to track all of the data so that you don't waste money in the future. Is that okay? I mean, that's a cool thing, right? So the Facebook pixel needs to be set up on all of your pages. So let me go here and show you how to set up a pixel really quickly. So over here in pixels, you just go to pixels and it's gonna show you all these data sources right here, okay? So here is my pixel. I wish my internet was faster. Okay, here's my pixel, and I'm just gonna click on this pixel, and now if I wanted to set this up, there's something here, this is some currency thing, I don't know what that is, honestly, but I need to set this up. Okay, now we're gonna manually install this code. So we're gonna go here, back here, guys, to set up pixel right here, and then we're gonna just go to this screen. And what you're gonna wanna do is manually install the code. Unless you have one of these websites, which is like BigCommerce, Google Tags, Shopify, Wix, these are all really popular. If you do have one of these, it's super easy to install your pixel and you won't even have to worry about it. If you're using like ClickFunnels, which is what we use, this is how you do it. If you're using WordPress or something like that, it's also really, really easy. But let me just show you how to do it on ClickFunnels. Honestly, guys, this is not that hard. I know people talk about code and they say it's really, really complicated, but it's not that hard. So we're gonna go manually install the code. We're gonna go down here to the pixel code, right? We're just gonna copy this. Now, if I wanna install it on ClickFunnels, here's our ClickFunnels account right here. I'm just gonna go to one of our funnels and show you where I would install this, okay? So let's say I wanted to install it on our 9 University funnel, which is our FBA course, okay? One of our courses. So if I want to install it on this page right here, you just go down here, you click edit page, and then to install it, you just go up here to settings and you hit tracking code and you pop it in there. Obviously, I already have it in here. I have Google Analytics in here. I have Facebook Pixel in here, but you literally just copy and paste it in here. Cool? Cool. Let me show you a quick hack in case you guys are ClickFunnels gurus. If you're not good at ClickFunnels, no worries. But if you want to put this on all of your funnels, funnel wide, I'm talking about every single funnel. all of these steps. You don't want to go through here individually and be like, hey, I want to put it on this page and this page and this page. You don't have to. You can just paste it into this body tracking code up here in settings, and that will apply to all of your pages. So that's a quick way to get your pixel on every page. But why, guys? Why? You're like, why do I need to get this pixel on my page? The pixel is tracking whoever goes to your page, so that later on when we get further down the sheet, we're going to talk about retargeting. Retargeting is one of the most powerful ways to make your Facebook ads more effective and to sell more and to make more money, okay? So you got to have that set up so Facebook can track it from the start. Just trust me on that. Get that set up, get that out of the way, okay? So the next thing we want to do is determine a daily budget for split testing, okay? So most people start with about $3 to $5 per day. This is not a lot of money. You do not need to have a ton of money to start. Do you have $3 to $5 per day to start with split testing? If you do, you can do this video, okay? So I don't want to eliminate people who don't have a lot of money. Don't worry. Figure out your daily budget, okay? And now write down the prices of your products and the profit margins you're able to work with. Let me show you an example so you know what you would do. Writing down the prices of your products and the profit margins. Literally do this, guys. So here's one of our products. It's 9 University. It's a course to sell on Amazon FBA, right? And so we're selling it right now for $947. So I would write down $947 and I would figure out what our margin is on that. Okay, so what's our upkeep? What's our, I don't know, how much does it cost to pay our employees? How much does it cost to pay the website host? All that stuff, right? And honestly, the profit margins on digital products are always extremely, extremely high, right? So let's just assume for this example that like my profit margin is 100%. It's obviously not, but let's say it's 100%. That means that I could spend over almost $947 on ads and still come out break even, right? So I'm gonna try to spend like, I don't know, $300 on one customer or $400 on one customer. That's almost a double. That's almost a 200% ROI, right? Just right there. So you're trying to figure out how much room you have for error. How much can you spend on ads and still make money? That's basically it, guys. Basic math. I'm not trying to make it like super complicated on you guys, okay? But you want to know what your profit margin going in. Okay, so determine what would be an acceptable advertising cost per sale. Same thing I just said. Determine what would be acceptable. Say you're selling a widget, some sort of thing for $20. How much would it be okay for you to spend on ads? $5, $10? Would that still leave you enough profit margin to take home to your parents, to take home to your wife, to take home to whoever you need to take it home to? If it would, you're good to go. Okay, so once you know how much you can spend per sale, you're golden. Seriously, guys, because everything we're gonna do throughout this little tutorial here is we're gonna show you how much you can spend and then make back that money, right? We're gonna make sure that your conversions are optimized. So let's just keep going. I wanna make sure I get through this in a timely fashion for you guys. So identify your ideal customer and the audience where they hang out. This is a huge portion of this, guys. What you're gonna do is go to Events Manager and Audience Insights, okay? This is your baby. Audience Insights is going to be your friend. Okay, so let's just take a random audience. I'm just gonna do an entrepreneurship audience because I'm used to this one, but you could be selling pet goods. You could be selling anything, right? But say you were only selling something to entrepreneurs, right? Let me just show you how can we learn about that audience? How can we figure out where they live, what they like, what other data can we learn about these people, okay? Let me just show you how you would break this down. So, your Audience Insights tool. This is really powerful, and there are a lot of tutorials on this on Facebook, so I don't want to go into like a crazy amount of detail, but I want to make sure you guys understand. Okay, so you can sort it by location. You could type in here, like say you want to target people in Canada or the United Kingdom. And guys, what I'm doing here is actually a really good audience for like English-speaking products with a high GDP. So like if you are selling something to people that speak English and have a lot of money, maybe just target these 4 countries, okay? Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, and United States. But obviously you can target whoever you want. But let's just start with this. Age and gender. Guys, you can sort it by, I don't know, male, female, their age, any of these sort of different ages. You can do all of that stuff. I'm gonna show you how to sort it later. Don't do that too much here because we're trying to look at statistics. Remember, we're trying to figure out who these people are. We're not trying to sort it too much initially. And interest is where you can type in all these different things like business and industry, all these different things that people could be interested in. Like, are they interested in games, life events, interested in movies, interested in family and relationships? All of these things you can type in. And then over here is where the stats come up. But let's do an example, okay? So like, a great one is entrepreneurship. So say I only want to sell to entrepreneurs. Say I'm selling a get-rich-quick guide or a guide to making $1,000 a day or something like that, right? I'm selling a guide. What I would type in for interest is just entrepreneurship, right? So this is the biggest, broadest category. As you can see, it's like 20 to 25 million people in these right here. If I took off the locations, it would probably be even more, like hundreds of millions in the whole world, right? So all of these people are interested. And let's break this down a little more. So demographics right here, This little piece, guys, take a look at this. 54% of the people on Facebook are women in this category, right? And then 46% are men. But when it relates to this specific, what I'm looking for here, this entrepreneurship thing, it changes, okay? So 57% of the people in these countries and entrepreneurship are women, and 43% are men, which is really interesting because you would think it'd be more men. I just really think it would be, but it's not, okay? So we have a lot more, we have 57% women and 43% men, but you can also see an age breakdown. Check this out, guys. 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 25 to 40, 35 to 44. And as you can see, the majority of your market lies right here. So this is really powerful, guys, because now you're going to be able to target people that are only in a certain age bracket. You're going to save money. Your ads are going to be more specific, and we'll get into that in a second. But what's all the other stuff that's important in this audience insights, right? So page likes. Page likes are really, really important. So let's, if this ever pops up, okay, look, these are all the things that these people actually like. These are really, really key, okay? So people that like entrepreneurship and live in these countries also like Gary Vaynerchuk. You know who Gary V is? They like him. They also like Tony Robbins and the Penny Hoarder and Medical Medium, right? It even shows you this affinity score, which means that they're 34 times more likely than the average individual to like Gary Vee. So people that like entrepreneurship really like Gary Vee. You know what I mean? And so what you can do is break these down and use these as things to target later. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a little bit, okay? But this is basically all I want you guys to care about. Obviously, you can look at location, but you're sorting by location. I just like backspace somehow. You're sorting by location here, right? So you don't really need to, but if say you were doing this worldwide and we made this different, now we're seeing the location of all of these people. So these are small countries. These are like 0.5%. We probably have to sort this by size. Something happened here when I sorted this. Oh, it's because I didn't enter a location. So if I enter worldwide, world's end. We don't want to do world's end. Let's just do United States. Okay, so if we do United States, this will make more sense to most people. Like all of these states are here, right? You see what percentage of people live in each state. So let's say there was a bunch of entrepreneurs that lived in one state. Maybe you just target one of the states. Like that'd be cool, right? You're not targeting everybody. You're just narrowing it in. Like maybe you just want to target entrepreneurs that live in Houston, Texas. That'd be cool. And then your call to action could be something that's specifically related to Houston, right? So you're starting to get to see what the only thing I'm trying to show you here, guys, is the massive amount of data that's available to you. Like it's an insane amount of data showing you exactly where these customers are and who they are. So I kind of went through this and what pages they like and stuff like that. But as you are going down, we're trying to change these from broad audiences. We're trying to change these from people that you don't know, that people don't know you, like just people out in the world. We're trying to change those into custom audiences, okay? So what I want to explain here real quickly is what a custom audience is and why it's important to get people from just an audience of people that like, I don't know, 20 million people that like entrepreneurship and get that down to a custom audience of people that actually know you and trust your brand, okay? So first of all, let me show you what a custom audience is, okay? So down here, we're gonna go back to, they always move stuff around. There's audiences, okay? We're gonna leave this page, we're gonna go here to audiences. So these are some of the audiences that I have set up, okay, just on this ad account. We have a lot of ad accounts, like I said. Okay, so right here, like these are all different audiences, and like guys, I know it gets overwhelming, but like look at how many audiences I have here, okay? But what these are, if to summarize it really quickly, are groups of people that we have had a deeper access with. So an example would be an email list over here. Do you have an email list? So see these contacts right here, AMZ contacts final. This is actually just a test little group of our email list. We wanted to see which segment of the email list would work best for an ad. So I created a ad set based on an email list. And you're probably wondering, how do you do that? Okay, let me show you really quickly. You got to create an audience and then you create a custom audience. And then there's all of these different ways that you can treat people as your custom people, the people that you want to target, right? So a customer file is where you would upload a list of emails. Like you would click here and then you can, if you have MailChimp, you can import directly. But if you have any other kind of autoresponder, you just download your contact list into a CSV and then you upload it here. So then you just upload your CSV here and it maps out all of your email addresses. And see all these things that you can target? Say you have a big list of customer phone numbers. Say you have a big list of customer cities or states. there's so much data that Facebook has on people that if you can just give them, I don't know, a little bit of this, like if you could give them only last names and only zip codes, Facebook will be able to match that up with real people out in the ecosystem. So the power in this, guys, is that you're targeting a individual human being as opposed to an audience, a huge, wide audience, a crowd that may or may not be interested. Does that make sense, guys? So you can put in a lot of different things for custom audiences. Like you can put in an email list. You can have these custom audiences retarget people that have been on your website, okay? So I don't know why I can't scroll. Oh, here we go. So like check this one out, guys. Top 25% of people that have been on our websites in the past 180 days. So by using that pixel that we set up in step number 1, Facebook has now given us this list, okay, of 2,400 people. These are people, the top 25% of people that have been on our website in the past 180 days. And guys, like you've seen, we like barely got our websites up. Like we just got them up. And so that number is really, really incredible that I could reach out to the people that are the most engaged, that are the top 25% of customers on my website so quickly with like a retargeting campaign, guys. It's really, 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 really crazy. Okay. Let me keep going here. So like a customer list, guys, if you have a list of phone numbers or something, you could put it in here. And then I also wrote, it's okay if you don't, we will build this out. So even if you start with nothing, don't get discouraged. Like if you're out here watching, you're like, I don't have an email list. I don't have a website with traffic. I don't have a pixel set up. I'm not going to ever have a custom audience. That's not true, guys. Everyone starts from scratch. We started from scratch. We had nothing, okay, guys? And then now look at all these audiences that we have. So what you're going to do is you're going to take those audiences that I showed you. Remember back in the audience library? You're going to take those audiences, you're going to shoot some ads to them, and then you're going to retarget them and create custom audiences. That's the key. Let's keep going here. So we're going to create a lookalike audience too. So a custom audience is a group of people where they're your customers, where the people that you know will actually like your stuff, right? They're the people that have demonstrated interest in you or they've actually bought something from you. So people like this, like 9 university students right here. This is an insanely powerful audience for us because these are people that all of them have said, hey, Kale, Taylor, I will give you $1,000 or more, right? And so these people are like an insanely powerful audience. But if you have something like that, right? So let's say you have an audience of customers that you know are valuable. You have your top customer list. If you don't worry about this, guys. Keep watching the video. It's gonna be fine. But say you have a list like that, you can create a lookalike audience. So watch this, guys. A lookalike audience is, so I'll take the 9 university example, right? So you take our students and then you're gonna target, like I love using this audience, like the United States, Australia, UK, like put where your people are. Like where are the most people buying from you? If they're in the US, Australia, United Kingdom, and Canada, then target those. Like that's what we do. Don't target your ad to people in Pakistan or people in India if they're not gonna buy your ad. If they are, cool. But you're trying to narrow this down, right? And a lookalike audience is actually kind of, it's kind of like a reverse. It's kind of the opposite of narrowing it down. So here's the deal. I'm trying to explain this in like a way that makes total sense to everybody. Let's say that there's 200, 300, 500 people on this list, this student list. If I was just to run ads only at that 500 people, it would get really, really expensive because, 500 people, maybe like half of them aren't even on Facebook at a given time. Another fourth of them haven't been on Facebook in a month. And then you're only targeting 50 people, and then those 50 people actually have to click on your ad, and if they do click on your ad, it's gonna be more expensive. Does that make sense? Showing it to more people is usually cheaper, so what you're trying to do is create a lookalike audience, which is the people that are similar to this group of people. Does that make sense? So like these people here, okay, so let me just show you how to do it real quick, and then I'll explain it, but like, here's all the audience sizes, and here's a little hack for you guys. Go down here to show advanced audiences, okay? And then change this to 5, okay, and actually create 5 different lookalike audiences. And I can explain it better showing you this now because these lookalike audiences, they have, okay, like look at this reach right here, 3 million people. So we've extrapolated this number of 500 people or whatever it is down to 3 million people. I mean, up to 3 million people. And you're probably thinking, where do those 3 million people come from? They come from Facebook's amazing, I'm talking amazing wealth of data on each and every one of you. So they've figured out by looking at these 500 people that all 500 of these people like entrepreneurship. They like sticking it to the man. They like not working for the boss. They like going out eating at these restaurants. I mean, honestly, like crazy stuff, like habits that all of these people have in common that you and I would never be able to put together. And they put them together and then they extrapolate that out to other people who are interested in the same thing. So that makes sense. So you're finding an ideal customer and extrapolating it. And the reason this is important is because it allows your market to never get saturated. You're never going to spend too much on ads. You're always going to be finding people that are interested in you, but that also have a big audience size. So you get the best of both worlds. You get people that will buy from you, but you also get a big audience size so that you can make more money for cheaper costs. Does that make sense? I hope I explained lookalike audiences good. And this is a cool hack because, guys, each of these different audiences, one time I had this one that was like 4% to 5%, which means 4% of the population to 5% of the population, that actually outperformed this one, which is the first 1% of the population. Does that make sense? So it's really cool. Do that, break it out into 5, and let's keep going here. I want to respect your guys' time. So make sure that your audience size is properly defined, guys. And that's what I was getting into, right? You're not going to be able to make a ton of money unless your audience size is about, I don't know, 300,000. I put 500,000 here, but like 500,000 to 2 million in size. These are the audiences that break that gap, that meet that divide between too big, way too big to even target anyone. It's like throwing a rock in the ocean, right? And way too small so that your Facebook is charging you too much money to show it to individual eyeballs. Does that make sense? So you're trying to get your audience size in between here. So these are all the people that you should be targeting, guys. Anyone who has been to your website, look at this. I'm targeting them. Website visitors in the past 50 days. People that have viewed your Facebook page. I think I have one of those down here somewhere. I can't scroll. Okay, wait. Down here somewhere, there's like some engagement with our Facebook page. We don't have to get it. People that have sent a message to your page, really important. People that have engaged with your page in the last year. Okay, you don't have to read it off this guide. You can have the guide. Just comment the title of this video below. But look, you can target all these people in custom audiences. Look, website traffic. Look at this. Okay, you just type it in where you want the website traffic to come from. If your pixel is set up, it's easy. You can target people that are on your, that have engaged with your videos or engaged with the lead or have engaged with your Facebook page. It's freaking crazy. You can make lookalike audiences from any of this stuff. Like I don't need to like belabor this, guys, but this is your friend. You're making custom audiences and then you're going through here and you're deciding who is interested in me. So are the people that are interested in your market people that have engaged with your page? If so, go down here and create an audience of everyone that is engaged with your page in the past 365 days. Are the people that are buying from you people that have been to a certain website? Cool. Go in here, use your pixel, and create an audience based on the people that have been to your website. Okay. Are the people that are in here, I don't know, let me look at some of this offline activity stuff gets pretty advanced, but guys, those are the biggest ones. This is a really cool one, videos. Are people that have engaged with it, maybe you posted a video on Facebook that got a ton of views, like it got like 1,000 views, and you're like, oh my gosh. Those people are obviously interested in what you have to say. So you can retarget people that viewed 95%, 75%, 50% of that video, 25% of that video. And the people that viewed the more of it are probably even more interested, right? So you just target the video. You can actually choose which video. So say I wanted to choose, I don't know why there's a wait. Oh, that's a test page. If you go down to KT9, like look at this, all of these different, like 55,000 views on this testimonial, 10,000 views. I can retarget all the people that have watched this video, and trust me, they're gonna be really interested in what you have to say. So I hope you guys see that I'm dropping some gems for you guys. If you're liking this, share this with someone else so they can enjoy it, but let's keep going. So we're gonna create the actual ad, guys. We're gonna show you guys how to make the actual ad copy, and I'm skipping around a little bit. We talked about audiences, and I'm gonna show you how to create that part, but you're probably thinking, I don't know, how do I create the ad in the first place? And I like to start with this because this is the actual content that you're going to have to make. You're gonna have to actually make something to put in front of a human being, right? So we're gonna skip to the end here. Let me just skip through this really quickly so that we can get rolling. All right, guys, so I actually skipped to the second screen because I wanna show you guys the actual ad creation process first so that you know what kind of, you're gonna actually have to create for an ad, right? So let me walk back here to this like little thing here, okay? So this is the elements of a great ad, right? The actual ad by creating an offer. So you're trying to lay out the value proposition of your offer. Let me show you an example, an ad that we've done. Okay, so if you wanna actually display an ad, this is a quick hack. Like if you have an ad up, go up here to preview and then hit this button that looks small because I have it split screen, and then you hit Facebook post with comments. Okay, so this is the actual ad right here. I hope you guys can see this. So what you're doing is I'm gonna actually walk you through all of the elements of this, but what's my offer? My offer is limited time, free Amazon FBA training. As you can see, we got some social proof, we got 22,000 views, and we got 22 shares. This social proof is only for this actual ad set, so there's thousands and thousands of likes, and these views are actually going to populate across. It's a little bit complicated, but that's why the likes don't really match up with the views, and I actually need to fix that, so I'm glad that I looked at this, okay? But here's the deal. We are going to show you the elements of great copy. We're going to show you all of these different things that make an amazing ad, and let me like walk you through it. Is that okay? So like when you're doing this, you're going to choose from these types of things first, okay? So first of all, you better have a business page. So get yourself a business page so that you can run these ads, right? You can also use an existing post. So if you've already had a post done, all you have to do is go to a post up here, take this URL, oh, it's really small up here, but all you do is you take the end of it, you see this? Take this last little bit of code. Sorry it's so small on the split screen, guys. You take this and you hit copy and you go over here and you just add it into enter post ID. So now I can use this post over again, which is a really cool hack, and you're going to use that later. But let's say we're creating it from scratch. Creating it from scratch, you're going to want to pick either basically two things. You're going to pick a single image or a video. But like I said over here in the guide, that if you guys want this guide, comment the title below, but you're going to want to use video most of the time. So right here it says use video or extremely eye-catching pictures. Video is king. If at all possible, use video. I'm telling you guys, video will convert like at like 18 million times the rate of pictures. It just does. People are more engaged with it. It's like way better. So if you can create a video, and I'm going to show you some ways to create videos, even if you're not like a super guru, a super expert, but if you can create videos, go ahead and do it. But now let's just say for the sake of argument, you're doing a single image for now. I just want to show you how you would actually do it. So there's this software called Canva. You need it to be 1200 by 628 pixels, right? So go to canva.com and log in, This is our account. So we have all of these different things, and like you can create, it's really easy. It's like drag and drop. So I created this thumbnail. This I took like 2 minutes, right? But you can literally drag and drop all of this text. You can move it around. You can pop in pictures here. You can go down here to your uploads, upload any picture you want, and just throw it over here. So like if I want to put a picture of Taylor with his car, I'll just do that. If I want to put this picture of this Ferrari, I'll just do that. It's like stupid easy, guys. It's like, it's free too. So use that. But if you want to go back to the main page and you want to make sure that the custom dimensions are the same, just go up here and hit use custom dimensions and type in, where is it? 1200 by 628 pixels. So I would just do 1200 by 628 pixels, okay? And then I would create my ad. Here's the caution I want to throw to you guys really quickly, okay? That's not right. I don't know what happened. 1200 by 628 pixels. Okay, cool. That's not what it should look like tall like that. There it is, wide. Okay, it's got to be wide like that. But yeah, here's a little caution for you guys, okay? Do not do this unless you're going to use a hot girl or a dog or something that is like super eye, or like fire, or like something extremely eye-catching. I'm talking like, it's hard to compete. Like, you've scrolled on your Facebook feed lately, right? It's crowded. There are pretty girls on there, there are cute dogs on there, and if you're not a pretty girl or a cute dog, you're gonna have trouble competing. I'm actually not joking. Like, it's actually difficult to compete with that kind of stuff. So be careful. Don't just like have a car, have a Lamborghini behind you. I don't know. The images have never really worked for us because I'm a male. I'm not going to be out there showing off my body. I'm not going to be out there showing off my car. So like, I'm just a normal guy. And if a picture of me smiling is not going to catch people's attention like some of that other stuff, and it's just the hard news about it. But videos are different, guys. Like, watch this. So a video, I don't want to sign up. Okay, but that's the goal of it. But like, let me watch this again.
What's up? I actually have something for free for you.
Do you see that? I said, I have something for free for you. I was able to call out and grab someone's attention. That's something you can't do with a picture, right? I literally reached out my hand and said, hey, I have something free for you. And there's even better examples. I'm not saying this is the best ad we've ever created. It's definitely not. But you're trying to grab their attention. So say you're creating a video, say you're creating whatever. Over here in the ad manager, let's actually make this I don't want to fill it in for now because then I'm going to have to wait for it to upload and you guys are going to have to see that. But this is how you create it. You literally just upload. Okay. You literally just upload right here and you put in your ad. So like, say I wanted to pop this picture in here. This might not even fit, but I'm just going to pop this in here for now. Okay. So we pop in a picture. This is just a ad about one of our videos, right? How much money do you need? Now, how do you fill this out? So go through this checklist, guys, and actually follow all of these different things. But the first element here is a curiosity time-based hook. Okay, so this one actually that I used before isn't really, it's definitely a curiosity based because it says stop. It's like, why should I stop? Why should I stop scrolling? It's not really time based, so I could even make this better. I could say, use emojis, obviously, and I could say stop. Limited time, limited time, Amazon FBA. So what you're basically doing there is you're doing three things. Your curiosity, you're hooking them. You're also saying it's only for a limited time, so you're like making them like pay attention quicker, and you are using the keyword of what you're trying to sell so that only people that are interested in what you're trying to sell will actually look at the ad, right? You don't want to waste money showing your ad to people that could care less, right? This shouldn't be in website URL. I don't know why I typed this here. This should be at the very top of the text, right? So in text, this is where you're going to type out your ad copy. So now ad copy is definitely an art, like you'll get better at it, but guys, the basic things about it, make it a story, add in social proof. So I also try to ask a question at the beginning. So what I did here is I said, you know what's annoying? So like it made people think like, what is annoying? And then I said, when people offer to train you at something that they can't even do themselves. And that's kind of what this Facebook ads video is, right? Like there's a lot of people out there that are trying to show you how to do Facebook ads who can't actually do it. I am actually someone who's done this. So I like to brag about that. Like if I'm making an ad, I want to say, hey, it's annoying that people are trying to train you at stuff that they can't do themselves, and people will identify with that, right? And then I'm telling a story. So I'm saying, look, I'm running this 100% free training. Obviously, tell them what you're offering, and then like how you can make crazy money every month. And also like this is kind of specific for a webinar, but what I would really try to do, guys, is do one sentence that asks a question. The second question is sentence is saying something about like that would really like be a hot button point for them. So like my audience, a hot button point is when people try to train them at stuff and they don't know what the hell they're doing. For you, it might be, don't you hate it when your dog craps in someone's lawn and you don't have anything to pick it up with? Don't you hate it when you're out shopping and you can't find a necklace that you need and you love? Like those are hot button points that you could use for your industry. And then the third sentence I try to use, guys, and use this guide over here. I'm kind of going off the hook here because I just want to show you what I actually do, and I don't need to read my own guide. Okay, but the third thing I try to do is add social proof on top of what I'm actually saying. So like I say, look, we're offering 100% crazy free training where I literally show you all of the products that we use to make crazy money every month. A better sentence, I made this a long time ago. A better sentence would be we make over $100,000 per month selling on Amazon, which is true, right? That's what we do. Selling on Amazon FBA. Want to know how you can too? Like something that establishes my authority while also asking them a question, or my authority while also leading them into what I want them to do, right? So you fill out your whole ad copy. Here I would copy all of, let's say this was my ad copy, and I would copy all of this over here to my text, right? So you fill all this out. And as you can see, it pops up here and like shows, you know, like you can see it as it's gonna look on the ad screen, right? Look at that, that's pretty cool. You can see how it's gonna look. Then you wanna type in the website that you're trying to send people to. So this is a traffic campaign, and I'm gonna get back to the different types of campaigns and what you would be doing, but basically you're gonna put here where you want to send people to. So if you wanna send them to a webinar, you wanna send them to your website, you wanna send them to Amazon FBA to sell them something, you put your URL in there. Your headline needs to really grab attention, guys. So my headline here, again, is time limit. I clicked on it again. Whoops. Is time limited, right? Or like, it's like, catch attention, shocking. And then it says time limited, and then it says what it is, right? So something that says, look, this is going away forever. And another thing that grabs their attention, shocking, right? And then something that tells what it is. And then at the end, like over here, this is a cool little thing here that most people don't use, is this thing right here, newsfeed link description. So let me copy this over so you can see what it looks like. If I take, I can't copy it. I'll just type it real quick. Ooh, give me 2 seconds here, guys, sorry. Okay, shocking. We'll just say shocking. We'll just say that's, sorry, I can't type today. We'll just say that's our headline, shocking, even though you need to type out what it is. But if you're typing in your newsfeed link description, this is the text below. So this is this text right here. Come see what products we sell. Come see what products we sell. Okay? So there it is. Like it appears down there. Most people don't know what that means, but it's just another way to have more text to say more things to your customer, right? And so that's basically it. You get your ad copy up, you get it ready to go, and then you create your ad. But let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back to this screen, okay? This screen here, let me create this ad real quick. Okay, so this screen here, let me start here. So read through all this, guys. Comment the title of the video. Get all this stuff into your ads. It's going to be really helpful. You're going to be able to walk through all of this stuff. But let's talk about actually running the ads, okay, guys? We're moving through this at a good pace. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys are liking this. If you are, comment something below. Just comment, I'm still with you, Kale. I'm still loving this. Something like that, okay? But look at this, okay? We're actually running the ads. We need to choose carefully all of the campaign types, okay? So it says that 90% of you will use traffic and conversion most often. So this is the screen you're gonna get the first time that you go to create an ad. When you first try to like do anything, you're gonna see this screen. And we have other videos on the channel that go in more depth into this, but basically, let me break it down for you real quick. Conversions are gonna cost you the most amount of money. Facebook knows that you want people to convert. You want people to go from being someone who doesn't know you to someone who buys from you, right? So they're gonna charge the most for this. In the middle is medium. This is where people are gonna pay like a medium price for you to do any of these objectives. If you wanna drive traffic, if you wanna put people from one place to another, if you wanna do engagement, I'm gonna go through these and tell you what they all are. But basically, anything in this middle column is medium priced. Awareness, these are the lowest priced, okay? You can get a ton of engagement, a ton of views, a ton of whatever, for very, very cheap. Okay, now, quickly, let's go through what are these different things. Brand awareness. Use this one if you want to just get your brand out there. If you're like Coca-Cola and you want to, if you have a huge budget, you want to waste a lot of money, and you want to blast your brand out to everyone and just be aware of my brand. I don't think this is the best way to use this, okay? The only way to use this is in a very, very specific hack that I can talk about at the end if you guys want. It's a very cool hack. It's like a very way to make a lot of money for a little bit of money, but I'm going to save it for the end because it's a little bit more advanced. So if you like the advanced stuff, if you like making a lot of money, save till the end. Okay, reach. Reach is the same exact thing. You're basically seeing how much can I pay, how little can I pay to reach the most amount of people. It's not really saying I'm going to target people that want to go to a website. I'm not targeting people that are more likely to buy from them. It's just saying, Facebook, show this to as many people as possible, okay? That's what reach is. Traffic, like I said, 90% of you are going to use traffic and conversion most often, okay? Maybe I'll pull this over here into this so that you guys can see this side by side, okay? Let me show you this guys side by side because I want you guys to be able to see this. Okay, you can kind of see it. It's like not big. Let me move this. Okay, cool. So like traffic right here is one of the biggest ones, right? It's saying someone is here, I want them to go here. Someone is on Facebook, I want them to leave Facebook and go to my website or my product or wherever I'm selling. This is a huge one, guys. Get to know traffic. It's going to be your friend. Engagement, okay? This is where you're trying to get people to engage, to like your post, to comment on your post, to do all this stuff with your post. App installs, install your app, duh. Video views, get a bunch of views on your video, pretty self-explanatory. Lead generation, this is to get people's email addresses without ever leaving Facebook. It's so powerful. I love this one. Messages, guys, this is for people to send you messages to you, you respond, or you have a chat bot. You have an automatic chat bot respond, which is really powerful. So we'll get to that later. Conversions. This is where you want people to convert into customers. Talked about this. Catalog sales, don't really use it a lot. Store visits. Store visits is to get literally physical people to go straight to your store in a physical location. So if you're selling stuff on a retail location, this is the one for you. I went through those super duper fast, but let's assume that we're doing a traffic campaign. How do you actually get this set up? Okay, we're doing a traffic campaign, test traffic campaign. I would set this up and name it whatever your goal is, right? So if your goal is to get people, if your goal is to send people a weight loss pill, traffic. That's what I would call it. Let's just call it weight loss pill, okay? And maybe we can work through an audience like this on the fly, live, so I can show you guys that I know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so weight loss. We're creating a campaign. Now, right here, when you're trying to do this, when you're trying to actually create your campaigns, one of the biggest things I like to do, guys, is split test. I don't know if you've seen on here. Whatever you do, split test everything. I repeat, split test everything, okay? I made that big on this little cheat sheet over here so that you guys know to actually do this, okay? So go up here to create multiple new ad sets, and this is how you split test stuff, guys. Let me get on Audience Manager on this screen. All right, so I got Audience Insights pulled up on this screen. Well, obviously, your guide is still here, guys. Don't worry. But this is how you do split testing. This is how you get a bunch of different cool audiences over here into the ad that you're actually creating, that you're actually sending out to people. Guys, this is what's called an ad set. Okay, so let me break this down for you guys. So over here, if we're in, over here, let me show you this. If you're over here in this screen, this main screen, you have these 3 different things. You have campaigns, you have ad sets, right? You have ad sets, and then over here, if you could see this, you have the actual ads. See, ads. So you're breaking it down into 3 different groups. And the 3 different groups coincide with the 3 screens that you're using to create the ad, okay? Can I make that pretty clear? So you go to create. This is your campaign. See how it says campaign, and then it's broken down into 1, 2, 3, okay, right? So you're creating your campaign, you're creating a traffic campaign. Now you're in the ad set. Earlier, when I was talking about ads, I jumped ahead to this one. Does that make sense? Now you guys see where I was, but it's gonna make sense. Just like bear with me, okay? So we're at ad set level, and on the ad set level is where you target individual audiences, different audiences, whether they're male, female, where they live, what they're interested in. The most powerful, really the most important stuff is here. So I hope you guys are still looking at this section, but this is what you do, okay? So you go to create multiple new ad sets and you start to do your split testing. So you want to send them to a website, and now I'm going to get started. What I usually start with, if I'm fresh, if I'm someone who doesn't have a custom audience, so I don't have an email list, I don't have a customer file, I don't have website traffic already, you're going to want to start with just basic demographics. So if we want to do the weight loss example, that's fine. Interested in weight loss, okay? Cool. I've never done this before, guys, so this is on the fly. I hope you guys like this. Look at this, guys. 82% of people that are interested in weight loss are women. That's not really shocking to me. There's not a lot of, I mean, I just feel like that's like a thing women are interested in, right? So 82% of women. So I would probably be asking myself automatically right here at this moment in my life, should I be targeting men with this ad? And I would probably say probably not, right? So you can automatically go ahead and hit women right here, okay? So you limit this to women. But what do these women actually like? Like, you can obviously target weight loss right here, right? But let's be honest, guys. Everyone and their freaking mother is targeting just the keyword weight loss. Wait, hold on. Weight loss, fitness, and wellness. Like right here. This one, this 105 million one. Everyone is targeting that, okay? Everyone wants to target an audience that has 105 million because they think, oh, if I target the biggest audience, I'll have the best results. Wrong. Quit listening to those people, okay? So I would never target this humongous audience. What I would do is I would go over here to page likes and see what these people are interested in. People that are in the United States that are interested in weight loss, what are they interested in, right? They're interested in traditional medicinals. I don't know what that means, but whatever, let's type it in. Traditional, I think that means like non-FDA certified stuff. So traditional medicine, look, that's a good one, but it's 47 million. It's too big, okay? Traditional medicinals is literally perfect. Remember how I told you guys you would like to have an audience size between 300,000 and 2 million people? Well, here you are, 1 million people, and it's a great audience to target. Now, we're in detailed targeting variations. What's up, bro?
It's pronounced medicinals.
Oh, thank you. This is my partner, Taylor. If you guys are new to the channel, he's my dog, and we are doing everything together, and we are killing it. But this is a long video, so he wanted to edit, so I just thought I would knock this out. But yeah. Okay, so here we go. Back into here to traditional medicinals, apparently. Medicinals? Medicinals. I got it right, guys. Okay. So you don't want to narrow the audience, right? You want to find an audience. I mean, you can. I'm going to show you how to narrow it. Sorry, I'm not trying to go back on my words here, but literally, guys. So yeah, guys, traditional medicinals. I think that's what he told me to say. Medicinals, guys. I still can't say it. Yeah, you go here and you want to do different targeting variations, right? So you want to target traditional medicinals, but you also want to target the paleo secret. Let's see, like people are interested in this. The paleo secret. Let's see. Yep, it pops up 1 million people. So what it's doing, guys, is it's split testing. Look at this. Now we have two ad sets. So we have people in the United States, women who are interested in traditional medicinals and the paleo secret. So we're breaking it down into different groups so you can see what works and what doesn't work. It's like the biggest key. Like this little hack right here will literally save you millions of dollars. Like, I'm not kidding. If you actually do this for a living, if you actually do this at any sort of level, it'll save you so much money. So I would basically go through here, go through their likes, and figure out what they're interested in, and then add in a bunch of different audiences. So for this one, I'm not very familiar with the diet industry, honestly, but like there's so many different things I could target. Like, look at that. Beyond Diet, Paleo Secret, and Traditional Medicinals are literally all perfect audiences. Like, I found that in 2 seconds. Look at this, Clean Food Crush. This is probably perfect too. Let's see. Like, hopefully you're selling weight loss pills, because this is easy. Oh, okay, so that one didn't show up. Lots of them, I mean, it's amazing how quick those are showing up, right? You could also target famous people, like, let me see if there's any people Like the Mint Julep Boutique is probably a famous clothing store, or like a famous product or service like Weight Watchers. Let me show you. So Weight Watchers, right? That's probably a lot of people are interested in Weight Watchers. 11 million. So how do you go from an audience that's a little bit too big down to an audience that actually makes a little bit more sense? It's actually like not so majestically massive. You just hit this little button right here and you hit narrow further. Okay, so you would I actually did this wrong. You don't want to do Beyond Diet and Weight Watchers because that doubles this audience. You would want these to be separate, right? So I'll just delete this one for the sake of it. But maybe I'll delete it. Come on, Facebook. You're not going to let me? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll delete Weight Watchers and I'll do another one. I don't know why they're so mad at me. But yeah, you would put it here, guys. Put it here. Weight Watchers, and then you would just narrow this down. So to narrow it down, I would just narrow it by other things that people are interested in, right? Like if you're interested in Weight Watchers, you're probably interested in losing weight, right? But it's like a double negative. It's like saying, losing weight, that's a book, it looks like. But like maybe they're interested in some of this stuff too. Like you could also narrow it down by traditional medicinal. Maybe your way to reduce people's weight is by offering them a traditional medicinal, right? So you're going to say, I want people that are interested in losing weight, and I want people that are interested in these traditional medicinals. Can you see how powerful this is, guys, just from this initial thing? And I can go on and on. I'm telling you guys, I could show you, look, like the way you can autofill this. You can literally type in weight loss, and you can see, like, look at all these different interests I can target. Like, oh my gosh. And then you can take these, like say you find one like a weight loss novel, or like you find Coach Mindy. Coach Mindy, let's see if people like Coach Mindy. You can go over here and literally see the demographics for everyone who likes stuff about Coach Mindy. Like, isn't this crazy? Like, you can see that it's 400,000 people, but you can also see that, like, which demographics like her, which ones like her, what location are they in? Like, this stuff that you can do is, I mean, it's mind-blowing, especially coming from a perspective of, like, none of this existed, like, 10 years ago or even less. It's literally insane how quickly you can get down to the people that will actually buy from you. And so that's what I would do, guys. And if I wanted to mix it in with some more advanced stuff, so remember, we're trying to get custom audiences. Right here is our generic audiences, audiences that don't know us. But if I want to add in custom audiences, look, it's right here. So if I wanted to add in people that were my website visitors, right? So I could just type in website visitors, because you have to set up the audiences first. But remember, I showed you guys how to do that. But you go to all website visitors, you go to all these lookalike audiences. And so I could do split testing of people that look like this, but are also interested in stuff like this. It like gets to the point where you can test anything and everything. So if I was a new beginner, if I was just starting out, what I would do, guys, is start out with some split tests like this. Run your ads at those people, see which ones convert best, and kill the other ones. We'll get in that. Actually, I'm going to get into that at the very end. We have a whole section down here called Reviewing, Optimizing, and Scaling. So don't worry, I'm not forgetting about you. But let's just move down this screen so you guys know what all the buttons are, just so you know what to click. Remember, this is beginner to expert in one video on Facebook ads, so I got to make sure I add everything. But like, if you're adding in a custom audience, guys, like here's where you access them all. Okay, so like all the audiences that you made, just go click here and you can scroll through them all. You can look at all your lookalike audiences. You can look at all your custom audiences, right? If you want to add a variation, do the same thing. So one of them would be website traffic, right? And then one of them would be, maybe I want all website visitors in one, and the next one I want all website visitors, or I just want top 25%, right? So I want top 25% of our website visitors, and this should be 180 days, so it's similar, but you get the idea, right? Down here, location. This is a really cool thing that some people don't talk about, is that you can exclude locations, right? So right here, you just go to exclude. So if I wanted to target people in the United States, but I didn't want to target people in India, because I know that people in India would be offended by this product or something. Maybe you're selling like an I Love the USA t-shirt or something, and you don't want to sell it to people in Pakistan or basically anywhere else. You can target people that to make sure they don't appear, right? Or it gets even more cool. Like obviously, if you target someone in the United States, the ad is normally not going to get showed to people in Pakistan. Although I have seen that Facebook has effed that up a couple times. Like I've said, look, send this out to USA, and suddenly people in Sudan are clicking on it. And I'm just like, what the hell, Facebook? Like you're just trying to waste me money. You know what I mean? So be careful with that. But like a better way is like to exclude certain states. So say that you're in the US and you live in Iowa. I'm from Iowa, by the way. Shout out to all my Iowa people. But you don't want to sell to people in Florida because it's too hot. Like you're selling snow gear. Okay, so you would just sell to people in the United States, but you would exclude people in Florida. Does that make sense? So it's really, really easy to do stuff like that. Again, you can add variations to that too. It gets so powerful, but see how I'm doing this, guys? And up here, the ad set number is going up by like a lot. Like it's going up to 16 ads. And the reason it's done that is because it's all exponential. Is it exponential or is it just multiplied? I don't know math that well. See, you don't even have to know math to be able to be an expert at Facebook ads. Like, look, the reason it's 16 Facebook ads, guys, is look, one ad. So it's going to be this. It's going to be testing all website visitors in the past 180 days who are interested in the United States, who are also interested in traditional medicinals. Now, okay, so that's one ad set. You guys, you tracking with me? Now go back up. All website visitors live in the United States but not Florida, and then who are interested in the paleo secret. That's another ad set. And you can see how this multiplies, right? Like all of these different ones have to go with all of the different ones. So it's just every time you add one, it multiplies, right? So you got to be careful because if your budget is low, you don't want to do this. If you start out with like, I don't know, not too much to your name, you start out with 20 bucks, only run 4 ad sets. Remember, $5 a day. If you start out with 100 bucks, then you can run as many as you want. But like I'm just saying, if you have a low budget, be careful. Now you're going down here, okay, into placements. Now this is the place, I don't know where I'm at on my sheet over here. Guys, just comment the title of this video below and I'll get you this sheet because I want you guys to have this. It took me hours and hours to prepare, obviously, but I think it's so valuable. It's like bothering me to look over at it because I'm like getting confused and I know this stuff anyway. So I'm just gonna go off the dome and show you guys. I hope that's cool. But the stuff you wanna do, you don't wanna do these placements. Like you don't wanna do automatic placements. Automatic placements is short lingo for Facebook, here, waste my money, okay? Facebook, here, burn my money. So don't do automatic placements. Go here to edit, and through hundreds of thousands of dollars of Facebook ad spend, we've learned one thing. You basically want to just start out doing this. I know this looks weird. You're like, no way, I don't want to show it on all these different places. What if I showed it on Instagram stories? Maybe people would like my ad on Instagram stories. Trust me, no one gives a shit about your, sorry, why am I cussing? No one cares about your customer, about your business on Instagram stories unless you actually have a brand and you're actually working on it and you're actually like, have some momentum, okay? So start out basic, start out easy, and then scale. Like lots of people are trying to do everything. They're trying to do a messenger ad, an Instagram ad, an audience network ad, and 16 in-stream articles. You're never gonna make any money, okay? So focus on feeds. Go up here and just display it on feeds. And I would get even more focused and only show it to people on desktop, okay? Break it down. People on desktop are like statistically a lot more significant to buy stuff from you, especially if you're selling digital products, especially if you're selling something that requires you to go through more screens. The more screens that you go through to check out, the less likely someone is to buy it on mobile. It's a simple fact. That's why amazing brands like Amazon and Google and all these brands that you check out online have apps, right? Apps make it easier. They don't have to go through 60,000 screens, but most of your website, you probably don't have an app, right? So send them to desktop, save money. Don't waste half of your budget on mobile when you don't need to. So send them to desktop and go over down here to blah, 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 landing pages. Okay, so if you're doing a traffic campaign, and this is gonna change, and this is gonna change based on the delivery of your campaign. Okay, so if you're doing conversions, you're gonna optimize this for conversions. If you're optimizing for traffic, you're optimizing it for landing page views. Keep it at landing page views, and I like to keep it here at lowest cost, okay? So you can also do target cost. So this is like if you know how much you wanna spend, but I'm guessing because you're new to this, you don't know how much you wanna spend. For instance, if I run a webinar, I know that I want to spend in between $5 and $6 to get someone registered for the webinar. If I spend any more than that, my ad isn't good and I'm taking it down, right? So I would just keep a target cost here of $6 or $5 even. And I would say, look, Facebook, stop wasting my damn money. If it's not going to be $5, don't even show it. You know what I mean? But you probably don't know that yet. So I would just keep it at lowest cost. But you can do a lot of cool stuff with this. You can accelerate this. That actually just lets Facebook burn your money. I wouldn't do that either. But you can change this to link clicks instead of landing page views. I would always use landing page views if you're confused about this. Like, should I do impressions? Should I do daily unique reach? Definitely don't do impressions or daily unique reach if you're not trying to run a reach campaign or an engagement campaign. I don't know why Facebook is putting this as an option, because remember, the campaign that we chose, the objective, the overall goal was traffic, right? Why would I want to optimize it for impressions? Impressions means that someone saw it and didn't take any action, didn't go anywhere, didn't do anything. That doesn't make sense, Facebook. I would like to run a traffic campaign so that people land on my page. They go to my landing page. And the difference between link clicks and landing page views, I know I'm getting into the weeds, guys, but I told you I would make you an expert in this video, so you're welcome. But landing page views is where you have your pixel installed. So not only are they sending someone to your page, they are also, this is really cool, they're also tracking it based on that pixel if they actually arrived there. So nothing in the stratosphere, no weird genie popped in and grabbed them and dragged them to a different website. Someone didn't redirect them. They actually landed where you wanted them to land. So I would always do landing page views. That was a long way to say just do landing page views. Go down here to budget, okay? Budget, guys, this is what you care about, right? You don't want to waste money doing this. If I was you, I would keep this at $5 a day or less. So I have 16 ad sets here going. What's 5 times 16? I have no clue. I literally have no idea. But like, let's try 200 bucks. So if it was 200 bucks, that'd be $12.50 a day. So 100 bucks would be $6.25 a day. So it's somewhere around like 80 bucks, right? Yeah, oh, exactly, 80 bucks. I wish I could do math. 80 bucks would be $5 a day. So, but remember guys, you're spending 80 bucks a day. So if you don't have 80 bucks a day to spend, don't make so many different variations of your ad. It's fine. Just start with like 4 or 5 and then move on from there, right? So you want to keep it to like 4 or 5 bucks a day and spend that money and then cut the loser. So let's get down here into reviewing, optimizing, and scaling your ads. Okay, so now that you've done all this, and remember, hold on real quick. We're on this second screen. We're on this ad set screen. We want to go over here and review it. We want to keep going. These are all the different ad sets, and then you're just going to come down here and hit continue. Continue is that screen I already showed you guys. Remember that screen where I put all the ad copy in? You guys remember, right? Where I put the video in. So I did it backwards because I wanted to show you guys what to create first, because it is backwards. You have to know what video to create or what image to create before you create your ad. Does that make sense? Most people teach it in order, but it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we've done all that. We've created the ad. Cool. You're probably like, Kale, shut the hell up by now. Like, what the hell are you doing? I'm sick and tired of listening to your voice. Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you more than anything. You guys are so sweet. This is just one of my ad accounts, okay? Let me just show you an example of what kind of this looks like, okay? Obviously, we have like 15 different ad accounts. We spend a lot of money. Like, we spend like $27,000, okay? This is just one example, but like, these are all the different ways I tried to get people to register for a webinar. Like, look at all these. So they're all split tested. I had budgets of like $10 a day all the way up to, what are we at now? We're up to like 55. These are brand new stuff I'm testing, but down here we had some that were going up to like $150 a day, like in there, right? And so all of these different ad sets are ways that you can try to get people to respond to your ad, right? So like, for example, look at this, website visitors, US, Canada. This is one of those audiences. This is a different ad. This ad set thing is messed up right now. I don't know. This is a lookalike audience. This is another. So what you're seeing here as you go through here and see the results is results. Okay, you're gonna see like what was your goal? Okay, so your goal at the beginning was, let's go back here so I can show you. Let me pull up a different goal. Okay, so your goal here at this screen right here is any of these things, right? Your goal is traffic. Your goal is conversions. Your goal is engagement. Your goal is all of these things, right? But if you go back to like all of these different things, you're gonna see your goal here. So my goal here was a conversion. I was trying to get people to sign up for this English Ever webinar, okay? Got 39 people to do it. I'm trying to get people to do the same thing here, 299 people to do it, right? And so it's gonna show you the results, which is really, really cool. And then down here, it's gonna show you how much it costs per result, all of this stuff. You can also, let me pull over here so you can see this a little bit better. You can also customize, guys, these columns. So I can show you, this is just one example of one of our accounts. This is actually the one I do the most testing on. So it's got a lot of like wasted spend and a lot of stuff because I was just trying to learn this stuff so I could teach you guys. But like, for instance, obviously this isn't not profitable, right? You can start to track things. So like, for example, this is just one account. Since March, we spent $27,000 on this account, which is a lot of money. But if you look here at this like analytics stuff, these are custom columns. I'll show you how to do this in 2 seconds, but I have this pixel set up that tells me how many times someone bought our course, right? Which is $947. So 48 people bought it for $947, which is like almost $1,000 a piece. Let's just assume it's $1,000 a pop. That's $48,000, right? So we made $48,000. We spent $27,000, which is pretty cool for a test account. It's like a $21,000 profit, which isn't bad. Obviously, our other accounts are like way better because we actually, the way you do this, and I'm gonna get to this at the very end, guys, I'll show you real quick, is you try to figure out where everyone's coming from. So once you get bigger, like you have YouTube ads, you have everything, and you try to optimize which ones are working the best and then align those campaigns so they're like one big, majestic eagle going towards a goal. And so you're scaling the winners and you're cutting the losers. And that's how we've gotten to like serious ROI with this stuff and like actually making serious money. But this is just an example. But how do you see all this stuff? How do you see the goal? No matter what your, this is the big hack I was going to show you guys at the end. So I'm glad you made it through to the end. But like, remember when I told you, I'm sorry, let me run you back to this screen here. Remember when I told you guys that brand awareness and reach were like a way to get really cheap traffic to somewhere if you know what you're doing? That's what I said, like you could get really cheap conversions. So one of the ways to do that is to have these custom things built up. So see how I have this column that says use this one? It's a special customized look. Normally it wouldn't look like this, guys. Normally it would look like this, I think. Yeah, so normally this is what your campaign stuff, this is what Facebook would give you. But as you can see, it doesn't tell me what I want to know the most, which is how many people bought the product, right? So to make this happen, all you go down to is customize columns, and all of this thing, this little pop-up is going to pop up here. And then you're going to go down to conversions where you've set up your custom conversions, which I can show you guys too if you want. We've actually done it in a lot of our other videos, but you set up your custom conversions. You go down here and look. You can pick all of these custom conversions that I've set up. So I know I have a lot here and it gets confusing, but you literally just pick what, so say I wanted this one, and it pops up over here, and then now it shows that conversion over here. And so now I've customized it, I've saved it, and now this is the view that I like to see. And now no matter what campaign I run, guys, if I want to run traffic or conversions or whatever the hell I want to run reach and spend no money at all, then I can still track the goal that I like. Does that make sense, guys? So it's like, it's just really powerful because you can do whatever you want. Now, I think that's pretty much it for all of this. I mean, there's so much more I could get into. It's like, it's honestly ridiculous. Let me show you how to set up a custom conversion real quick so that you guys aren't like, oh my gosh, I want to track conversions, but I don't know how. Okay, it's not that hard. You go over here to custom conversions, and then what you're gonna do, guys, is make sure your pixel is installed, just like I told you at the beginning. And to set it up, you just go to create a custom conversion, right? And then you're gonna go over to your website. Let me see where that ClickFunnels page is. ClickFunnels is over here, is this it? Okay, so this is the, maybe say this is where I want to take someone, okay? You pop in the URL of where you want to send them, okay? And then you name it. Literally, if your pixel is set up, this is so easy. You just name it and you go blah, blah, blah. This is a conversion for a webinar or something. And then you select it and you say it's a purchase, and then you hit create. And then that thing, I don't want to do it because that wasn't set up correctly, but that will set up your conversion tracking, and then you'll start to see stuff like this. And you're probably thinking, which URL should I use for the conversion? Don't worry, I gotcha. You want to use your thank you page, okay? So the page, there's a checkout page. Like for instance, blah, 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 I'll show you a checkout page. 9university.com. If you go here, right here, there's a checkout page. If someone fills out this info, they go into another page. If they see that page, the only people that see that page are the people that have given me $1,000, right? So I will put my tracking code on that page only. Remember how I did it in ClickFunnels individually at the very beginning? Go back to the beginning of the video if you missed it. Now, I will put in the URL of that page so that every time someone lands on that page, they're able to see, like, I'm able to track it, right? And so now I have all these set up, and as you guys can see, I have a billion of these set up, and it's so quick, like 36 minutes ago, 41 minutes ago, 57 minutes ago, like all of these things are happening and it's being tracked in real time. And then you can move those conversions over to your view. You can see all of those over here and see what you need to see. So what are my last words to you guys? What should I hit you with before I let you guys go? Well, first of all, comment the title of this video below if you want this ad sheet, if you want this amazing guide that I put together that is literally everything you need to do Facebook ads. Join our Facebook group. Like, we have a Facebook ads group that is just getting started. We're literally just throwing it out there for us to literally physically help you run your ads. Like, I will be in there. I will be messaging you. I'll figure this stuff out for you. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. All this stuff. But like, to sum it all up, guys, let's just read through this together. Is that cool? So we're going to get 3 different videos, okay, or images. You're gonna go out and you're gonna film your product or film yourself or film something or get an image of yourself and get 3 different variations of it. So that's what you start with. Remember how I showed you the ad screen first? You start with that. Then you're gonna test all 3 of these with the same audiences. You're gonna go through that whole second, like the middle portion of this video, go back and watch it again, where I showed you how to break it out on demographics, based on interest, based on location, split testing all of these different audiences, okay? So you're gonna test all 3, split testing them. Then you're gonna see which ads do the best. So you're gonna see right here in this column, you see this, guys? Let me see if you can see this. You can't see this. Why can't you see this? Okay. I wish I could scroll. I really wish I could. Okay, there we go. You're gonna see right here, cost per result. See, the website visitors is $199 and this one's $508. So obviously, obviously these are both good because I know some stuff about this. But okay. But if, say, this one wasn't good, I would just pause this one and turn this one off, okay? So you turn off the ones that suck, and then you duplicate the ones that are good. So say that I liked this one, this website visitors one. I have all of these different ads in here and they're running and they're making money. If I want to duplicate an ad set, okay, let's talk about this. Duplicating. So if I want to duplicate a website, like, if you're duplicating an ad set, you're duplicating all of the targeting. You're duplicating the demographics, you're duplicating the people, you're duplicating the same audience, right? And to do that, you just hit duplicate. It's really easy. And then you hit duplicate. And then you go into this screen, if it pops up ever. Sorry, it's not really good on this small screen. You go into this screen and you edit one little thing. Like instead of targeting website visitors, I would target website visitors and I would add a location, right? So then I would only target website visitors in the United States. And then that's a variation, and I would change the title and I would say website visitors in the past 180 days in the United States. So I've created a variation, a duplication, and I would do that and try to get it even better, even better, even better. And then once I've done that, okay, once I've figured out the audiences like perfectly, I have them dialed in, I know exactly which audiences I want to target. It's gonna take you some time, you're gonna have to work at it, it's not gonna happen automatically. Then you're gonna wanna go down here, let me go back, and start duplicating the ads, okay? So let's say you have a winning ad set. You have something that, let me make this bigger. Okay, you have I'm trying to show you guys this, but it's not very big. I'm trying to show you this. Okay, look, you have a winning ad right here. Like let's say one of these ads is your favorite ad ever. You wanna duplicate this one. It's in draft, some of these are active. You love these ads. So you just hit duplicate, and then look at this, guys. Now, you can just pick a campaign to put it into, pick an ad set to put it into the same ad set, and then you can start adjusting the copy. I would actually do it this way. I would go into the campaign I like, I would go into the ad set that I like, I would duplicate the ad that I like, and then I would just hit duplicate. Wait, why isn't this working? There's something wrong with my mouse. Do you guys see that? These are saying they're in draft. I think all my cookies are jacked up. I would just go through here. Oh my gosh, something is wrong with my computer. I would hit duplicate, and then I would just duplicate this, and then I would start messing with all of the ad copy. Okay, so you're never gonna mess with, please, 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 do not mess with an ad set or an ad that is performing well. Instead, duplicate it, change something, so instead of this first line, maybe I don't like this first line, I have something free for you. Maybe I change it to, hey idiot, look at this. You know what I mean? Like something to get their attention. And then I test that out and see if it works better. So not only am I split testing the audiences, I'm split testing the actual ad itself. I hope this has been helpful for you guys. I literally could go on, and there probably will be a Facebook ads course in the bio below by the time you watch this video, because we know our stuff, okay? We do this stuff and it's not simple. It's definitely not simple, but it is something where you can become a beginner to an expert in one video. If you watch this video and you actually understand everything that I told you, I guarantee you, you are an expert in comparison to 99% of the population. 99% of the population that's making money too. I'm not talking about people that suck at Facebook ads. You're probably more advanced than all the people that are actually pretty good. So if you enjoyed that, please share this with someone. Please like this video because my voice is going hoarse and I've been yelling and I'm just so excited. And yeah, love you guys. I'll see you guys enjoy this Facebook ads cheat sheet. I'll see you guys in the Facebook group. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Love you guys.